Hello guys, hope all is well. This is the Rug Detective Show, Ken, coming to you with another episode. I need to get this out to you extremely quickly because this is about to launch within the next few hours or so. So let's get straight to it. Basically, this is Evolution Project Review, Evolution Finance, basically a self-sustainable locked liquidity protocol and lending borrowing platform powered by the deflationary EVN token. So if you go down, it basically says that it's a self-funded project that will change the way users interact with DeFi locked liquidity and money markets. The DeFi locked liquidity is a very, very important space, especially with the smaller cap DeFi projects. Why? Because a lot of these projects that raise capital, they'll basically lock it and they'll use a few companies for that. And the companies will be either, which are pretty well known in the space, will be like Team Finance, Unicrypt, Unilock, amongst others. And the ultimate aim is to be able to lock, to show and build confidence with with their investors, with their traders, with their stakeholders, to show that this is the amount of money that we've raised, or this is the amount of money that we've managed to put into this pool. This pool is going towards a liquidity that will enable people to trade. And just to ensure and build that trust, this liquidity is locked for a certain period of time. And what that basically means is, if you go to, let's just take a look at, let's go to Unicrypt, for example. Let's go to their website to give you a quick demonstration of what I mean by this. Why it's interesting space. So if you go to Unicrypt, not all projects will be have their liquidity with Unicrypt, but this is an example. So if you take a look at Unicrypt, it'll give you a breakdown of the market cap and whether the funds are locked or not. So if we do tokens, for example, here, good. Maybe if we just go give a better example of something that's actually locked liquidity. Okay, so FXF, this is actually a project that just listed, I think yesterday. So basically it shows that Uniswap liquidity to, so they've actually locked 1 million, just above 1 million in locked liquidity, and basically here, and it's locked for a period next in 6 months. Okay, so let's just click on here, see what comes up. Good. So it shows that this 1 million would unlock in 6 months, and it's 51% of the capital they probably raised have been put to this. So this builds that trust that they're not going anywhere too far. And this is what I'm trying to say here. So let's just continue. And when projects do not lock liquidity, this is a red flag. This is a total red flag, and be aware. It just means that they can basically have that capital, they can transfer it to any wallet, and then they can be able to just dump immediately into the market. So please be aware, okay? Just giving you a quick heads up. So let's go down furthermore. So we believe that a fair token distribution is key to building the community that a dominating DeFi platform needs. At launch, 100% of EVN tokens will be made available through liquidity pools on Uniswap. This is interesting. So what they're basically trying to say is that all of the tokens will be made available through liquidity. So they're not having, for example, a circulating supply of a certain amount and then a total supply of the rest. They're saying, listen, we don't give a damn. We're putting all of it into the market. And then it shows that when you have a certain amount that's circulated less than the total supply, it then means that those that are locked in terms of those tokens, we're not talking about liquidity tokens here, they will generally be circulated in a near distant future, which will then put pressure on the price because there's more supply. It's clear supply and demand economics there. So they're just basically saying 100% into the market and build up. So it's a fair distribution type launch. So they said there's no fundraise, no pre-mine, no free team tokens, no incentives to stable coin wells into high farming power, no central control, So I guess there's a multi-sig here. There's a multi-sig here. Fees generated on lending, borrowing services, and then redistributed to increase network value. Very interesting. So what they're trying to do is they're distributing the fees that's generating from the lending protocol that they can be able to use to provide value into the network. Essentially, probably to reward, to be passed back into the pool that would enable to buy back mechanics. And you can be able to take a look at the structure here on the left-hand side. So they seem to be doing quite a host of things that they have within their roadmap. Let's just go down quickly. So here, 1% token burn. There's quite a lot of projects now that are really focusing on the token burn aspect. Why? Because it really builds that trust and shows the, let's say, the community that, listen, this is the amount of tokens we have. We'll be burning it at these set stages, which would aim to decrease the supply and increase the value of the specific project. Then there's a development fee, 0.1%, and token stakers. So, okay, so let's just hop on. The interesting part I wanted to show you here is Destinate for Growth. So this is basically an initiative where they've kind of like formed some form of a union and partnered with figures such as Ethereum Network, DAO Maker, Blockchain Strategy. And what you need to do is to make sure they're right, guys, just click on this link. I haven't done so before. I just want to check, see? So number one, I'm just clicking on this link, and this link is not taking me to another site. So this is a heads up to tell them we want to see this partnership. You say that you're known partners and public figures in the space. Okay, well, when we go to your site, these links don't work. So what's happening here? You know, you're looking to put in a certain amount full liquidity pool and really say you have the relationship. Show us, build that trust. Okay, that's number one. Number two, this is their roadmap, so they should be staking should commence this quarter. Vault strategy should also be in place, then governance will then move forward. Okay, that's fine. And then you have about lending here, partners coming soon, audits coming soon, staking also looking to take place. They've got a mint function here, auto stake, which is quite interesting. Just want to take a look at the source because they're staking here, so I want to see what they've used to actually build this specific platform. Okay, Cloudflare. So they've seemed to have, yeah, they're not showing this information, so I need to take a look afterwards. Let me also pop along to who's. I want to just see when this company was actually registered. I didn't want to take too long going through this. I know I tend to blabber along, guys, so I do apologize. Give me a second. That will help you to make your decisions. Okay, so I'm just going to the domain registry to take a look at when this, here we go, let's capture here, when this specific domain was actually registered. So let's go here and see what comes up. A bit slow. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here we go. So let's go to it straight away. So basically it was, let's say 77 days old. That's when it was actually registered. GoDaddy domain redacted for privacy. So not showing information about the registration domain name here, details here, but that's it. So privacy. Okay, fine. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going through the checklist here and going through this information. Do they have a product, pre-sale, tokenomics, partnerships? And then I'm going to add the information afterwards. And this just shows you here, this is their Twitter account, shows that 100% of the supply on Uniswap at 2 p.m. UTC. So it's coming up very soon. And good. So let's just fly back here. I now want to basically then go to, there's another document here which is basically gives more information in respect to the key metrics. So project valuations 300,000, token supplies 300,000. So this is what I said, that everything's going to the market. So this is quite interesting. I think you can get a real big pop straight away. The big concerns why there's certain dumps occur in the market is because certain projects, for example, have people that put in money from the pre-sale and then there's just a dump into the market straight away. So, but I can see that there's going to be a pop as soon as this lists, and this can really fly just based on this the research stuff conducted. So this gives more information about the project overview. So they want to use this as collateral to borrow, go-to-market strategy. So attracted a rapidly growing user base. So these users though have the fourth exposure to boom and altcoin. Okay, so just giving information. I don't want to go through blah, blah, blah. So this is interesting. So I want to take a look at their competitors, competitor analysis, yes? So this is where you start taking a look at the SWOT analysis, which gives you the advantages, the opportunities, competitors. So you take a look at who they're competing against that are doing well in this space at the moment. So Celsius Network here, Compound, so it's like 3.4 billion, market cap 2.3, 3 point. So these are well-known industry standard in this space that are doing very well. So now Evolution basically saying that they want to compete with these big entities and with a valuation of 300,000. So obviously these actually have a viable product that's been tested, that's currently working. So Evolution, they have a roadmap. Okay, so this is the current roadmap. If we can just scale out, just open it up. So this is the current roadmap. So they're yet to really, so they're coming out with a host of things this quarter. But if they do actually follow through, you can actually see a potential 10x on this. You know, so that's 300,000 at the moment. You can see a 10x within the next month. Max month, you can get 10x in this price. Depends how the launch goes, by the way. I'm also hearing that they have like an anti-bot system as well to prevent a bot buying once it's listed, because that will then push up the price automatically. So we'll see how that transpires. And then this is the roadmap. So I'll be adding all this information here. And then the lending market. This is extremely important in terms of the lending market. That will enable you to be able to borrow against other assets. So, and it'll be good to know what the APY is going to be on that. Good. So it doesn't seem, with such a strong project and the tokenomics and the information, I would have liked to have seen, I would have actually liked to have had a doxed team. So a team that's basically there, you can see them, you can go on LinkedIn, you can see about their history. What they're doing is they're showing the partnerships with these huge, you know, well-known entities. Is it enough? Well, number one, I need to get these links. So number one, I'll just say, first and foremost, ask in. So when you go to Telegram and make sure you go in Evolution Finance, go in their chat, ask about, can we have the links towards the relationships they currently have with these entities? Number two, do they have an anti-bot on the listing, which is extremely important. So the price is not going to hit immediately up, because this is all of the tokens is going straight away into the pool. Number four, I would like to understand more in terms of where they are regarding the product. So when is this actually going to launch? They say this quarter. Do they have a timeline specifically? And this is a case of taking advantage of this opportunity. So I'm looking to, based on this, I'm going to actually go through the source code, and then I'm going to make a decision. But I'm highly confident about this specific project. I've done some research before, strong partnerships, just a few queries, but I will be looking at getting in this trade. Anyway, guys, let me just get this straight away, and I'm going to fill out this document. And good luck, guys. Be back to you soon.